Talking podcast. I'm JJ Starr.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
Are you drunk?
No, I just had beer in the back of my throat.
Well, welcome, one and all. And we're here to talk and bring some civil discourse to an otherwise discordant world. You're good?
I'm hungry.
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah. She won't let me eat on the podcast,
no!
So we gotta hurry this one up.
All right. Well, we got 3 rules here. 3 simple rules for the sake of civility. No judgment, nothing personal, and don't be a dick. And don't eat on the air.
God damn it.
It's officially, according to all calendars now, in the Northern Hemisphere, autumn.
Okay, good. I was going to say.
It's autumn. Why? What were you thinking?
I don't know. I've heard people bitch about saying fall.
Well, I don't typically say fall.
To me, it doesn't make a difference. It's the same thing.
I don't know why it got to be called fall. I mean, the season is in fact called autumn.
Sure.
Well, it is.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So I don't know where fall came from, but I've always said autumn.
I know people who are just adamantly, upset with people who say fall over autumn.
Well, that's stupid.
Well, so
that's a dumb thing to get. That's a dumb thing to get upset
We got through
over.
the rules, right?
We got through the rules, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, no, I was allowed to do the rules this time. Yes, thank you.
I don't remember why I was in a rush last time. Chinese food.
Yeah, Chinese. Yes, you needed your Chinese food.
Speaking of Chinese food,
yeah, that ended real well, didn't it?
Remember that I left that episode in a haste to go get some Chinese food.
Determined to get Chinese food.
Well, I got some Chinese food, and in an effort to avoid traffic going home, thinking safely, taking a safe route, I went down a street. Well, first, as opposed to crossing 4 lanes of traffic, making a left turn, I made a right. I went down to the light, I banged a left, banged another left, and there's nobody on this road at this point, except for one truck, who looks like it's pulling over with its hazards on.
It's the cab of a semi.
It's the cab of a semi, yes.
Yeah.
So, I see hazards, I see it moving over to the right, I think it's going to pull over. Mm-hmm. So I go around it on its left side.
On the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crossing the double yellow line.
Yes.
What do? They start to turn left.
They're making a wide berth.
Into me.
They're making a wide berth to turn left.
And so what do? An evasive maneuver and strike the guard wire of a telephone pole.
On your motorcycle.
On my motorcycle.
If this were in a car, I don't even know what kind of damage you would have sustained.
If this were in a car, I probably would have had enough reaction time to swerve around the telephone pole.
You also probably would have
braking.
You probably also would have just ended up in the grass.
Yeah. Because on a motorcycle, not only are you maneuvering it, but you have 4 other things to contend with. You have the 2 brake levers, you have the clutch, and you have the shifter. Mm-hmm. So, I made it out of the path of the truck, out of the road, into the grass, but couldn't stop with enough time to avoid the said guard wire.
And thank you to that guard wire.
Yeah.
For stopping you from the 1.5 foot it would have taken you to go head on into a utility pole.
And thank you to the officer who wrote me a warning for improper passing.
Yep.
Even though the other driver did not signal.
Nope.
Nor did every other truck driver that went in and out of those lots while we were waiting for the tow truck.
No one signaled.
Some of them weren't even using their hazards.
No one was signaled. But
I'm alive.
You're alive.
I was wearing a helmet.
Yes.
I'm alive. I have a bruise on my shin.
Yeah.
But fuck them. Fuck all of them.
God.
The thing that didn't hit me until the day after, other than that telephone pole, was the fact that people improperly pass us in the mail trucks all day, every day.
They do it to garbage trucks, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
They don't get warnings.
Well,
they don't
no,
get
the
tickets.
cops need to catch them.
Yeah.
Had you not hit almost a utility pole, you would have gotten away with it.
The cop said to me, he goes, if you see anything out there that makes you feel unsafe for motorists, you can let us know. I go, yeah, you'd be hearing from me about 20 times a day.
Well, you're very You're very nitpicky about traffic
No,
regulations.
it's not nitpicky. It is absolutely not nitpicky. It is the fact that I see it more because I'm on the road longer.
There's that too.
There's a big difference between every job I had before this, where I just had a half hour, 45-minute drive into work and noticed it in that short amount of time and the drive home, versus now where I'm on the road for 6 to 8 hours a day.
But any time that you do anything that is in fact a moving violation, for example, improper passing by crossing a double yellow line, someone could also call the cops on you.
But again, in most instances, people don't put their hazards on when they're making a turn. They put their hazards on when they're pulling over or slowing down. People are supposed to signal when making a turn.
People are supposed to signal when making a turn. If you put on your hazards and then you put on your turn signal, typically speaking, all vehicles then default to the turn signal.
It's not like I saw the hazards on and thought, oh, I'm just going to go around her. I sat behind her for a period of time to judge, okay, what is she doing? Is she pulling? It looks like she's bearing to the right, so she must be pulling over.
Now, it was an assumption.
I had no indication that she was turning.
No, but again, to go around on the left, the same as people do to mail trucks, the same as people do to garbage trucks and everything, is in fact not what you do.
But unlike most people nowadays, I use my signal.
Did you use your signal when you went around it on the
Yes,
left?
as a matter of fact, I did.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's a shame that left turn signal is hanging by its wires after all of this.
My front fender is cracked.
Yeah.
My forks are bent. My frame is cracked.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about.
Well, they came to get it, and it's at the Harley Hospital, and
God knows when I'll hear from them.
Yeah, and in the meantime, again, I thank the sweet baby Bladefoot that you are fine.
All in the name of Chinese food.
All in the name of Chinese food. Yes,
it was good.
This has been a nice fucking saga.
Yeah,
and I'm glad you're okay.
Stop sighing. That's my bag.
I'm glad you're all right. I'm glad you're all right, and I'm grateful.
All right, enough of that.
I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful that.
Can we talk about gratitude now?
Yeah, well, we can talk about, instead of gratitude, we can just talk
gratitude.
about great things.
Don't give me
the
no
Great
attitude.
British Bake Off is coming back this week.
Gratitude on Thanksgiving Day.
The Great British Bake Off is coming back.
Okay.
And it's Great Pumpkin season.
It is. Yeah. And Frasier's back.
And Frasier's back also.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
And then What We Do in the Shadows is going to come back.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to care.
No, I don't.
Only Murders in the Building is back.
Yeah.
This is a good time. What a time to be alive.
Get your pumpkin spice lattes ready.
You know, you make fun. You make fun.
Listen, I got pumpkin spice creamer one time from the store years ago.
Well, that doesn't taste like...
Yeah, it wasn't anything to write.
No bueno.
But when I worked at Dunkin' and we got like the
pumpkin syrup?
The syrup, yeah. Oh my, there's so much fucking sugar in that stuff.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
When Amanda was working at Starbucks, she would tell me, she's like, I can get you a bottle of syrup, but not the pumpkin spice syrup, and I understand that. But I like a pumpkin spice. Now, I will not go overboard. I like pumpkin bread and muffins and stuff like that. I like a good pumpkin spice latte from now and again. It is a lot of sugar, so I don't have them regularly, but I like a pumpkin coffee. And, but it's like...
We were giving her pumpkin last year for her dietary needs.
We were. She
last year, that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, she wasn't crazy about it.
She took to it in the beginning, but,
But like everything, she got bored with it. And she wants innovation.
She ain't no basic
bitch. She craves innovation. Culinary innovation. She craves it.
But there's two things that we've noticed that she will never get tired of. French fries and my arm hair.
I don't know if it's your arm hair. She'll lick your legs, too.
Okay, body hair.
She would. It's funny because that doesn't stop her. But she doesn't want to lick your face because you're all furry. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to lick my face either.
I mean, I've done it. It's not that bad.
I mean, I eat my mustache a lot, and it's,
I eat your mustache a lot.
Whoa.
My nose eats your mustache, too.
Yeah.
Those
Well,
hairs
I
just
bought
go
wax.
right up my nose. Right up my schnoz.
I'm going to do some sculpting.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am just...
I haven't had a long beard in a long time.
No, you haven't.
It was our first year together. That was the first time I ever let my beard grow that long.
It did get pretty long.
It was like 8 inches.
It did get long.
Yeah.
I liked it. I like a beard. I like a beard on a man. Oh man, we haven't watched The Great Pumpkin very much yet this season.
Well, it's early. I mean, I've been putting it on when the kids are around.
Early.
I watched it earlier today before you got home.
It's the last week of September.
And remember our first year together, we watched it like every day.
At least once a day.
At least once, sometimes twice or more.
Yeah.
For like 60 days straight.
Yes.
And I wasn't sick of it at the end of it.
Now, I wore my, as you like to call it, my hot kindergarten teacher outfit today. My jack-o'-lantern sweater. My art teacher sweater. And it's got jack-o'-lanterns on it. And I will wait specifically. Now, I do not believe in giving a fuck about the judgment of other people, but I will wait to wear like Halloween-y kind of stuff. Typically, I'll wait until like the official quote unquote start of autumn, because people talk, and I don't want people talking to me. Honestly, I don't want people being like, "You're wearing that already? It's not even Labor Day!" And it's just like, who gives a shit?
I just realized I can't say anything because I'm currently drinking Sam Adams pumpkin ale.
Basic.
It's basically delicious.
It is basically delicious.
It's basically because this only used to come in the variety pack, and all you could get in 12s was Oktoberfest, which is a different pumpkin flavor, a different variety than this. It's just different. It's I don't know. I like this better. This is tasty.
I gotta tell you, we're gonna be away for Halloween this year.
Yes.
And that is, it's very exciting. But at the same time, I'm like, we're gonna have our costumes and we're gonna go on.
Are we gonna tell them ahead of time? Do we tell them now?
Our costumes?
Do we tell them?
We're gonna be Grandma and Grandpa from Hey Arnold. And we're gonna dress the dog up as Arnold.
Hey there, short man. Never ate raspberries. Gotta go.
But we're gonna be away. We're gonna be in Lake George. And my biggest thing when it comes to Halloween is the pumpkins. I always carve jack-o'-lanterns, and I always do something wacky with them.
You certainly do.
It started when I moved downstate, when I moved back down to Putnam County in 2008. I moved back down, and the first Halloween I was there, I carved really intricate jack-o'-lanterns because I had this giant front stoop with all these steps leading up to it, and I'm like, ooh, fancy, and I must do pumpkins. And then ever since then, I've been doing like, jack-o'-lanterns and stuff, but like the etched jack-o'-lanterns are so complicated. Yeah. So I sort of veered away from that, and I'm like, what can I do that'll really jostle the neighbors? And that's when I got creative. I got very creative. I've gotten very creative. I did Frankenstein pumpkins, where I actually took 2 pumpkins, hollowed them out, and then sliced them and stapled them back together with different pieces. So I Frankensteined together multiple pumpkins with a staple gun, and fake blood dripping, and there's always fake blood involved. Always. Yeah. I did one where I had these like wrought iron fence posts in my garden, and I took smaller like sugar pie pumpkins, and I drew faces on them, and I impaled them on the spikes. Yeah. I always do something with the guts. I've done...
You didn't tell me you were gonna kill it! Oh!
I did zombie pumpkins. I did pumpkins where, I put one with this evil smile on his face, like, on a high, like, planter, like a pedestal planter.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then smashed a pumpkin on the ground in front of it.
Clever, very clever.
And then last year was when I did the pumpkins hanging... I did like a cliffhanger kind of scenario where I actually had one of the pumpkins smashed on the ground and the other pumpkin hanging off of the overhang of the front door, reaching down to his obviously dead friend. And I even filled latex gloves with the guts to make them, seem important. But like, we're going to be away, and it's like, am I going to still carve pumpkins this year?
I don't see why not. I mean, it'll be there for when we leave. It'll probably still be there when we get back.
It might be. I mean, the animals, for the most part, have left the pumpkins. One of the times I actually left, I just did pie pumpkins, and I left them outside, and the snow covered them up. And I have a very funny photo of them looking sad in the snow. And when the snow melted, the deer did savage them.
I'm actually very glad that we're going away for our anniversary this year, because my parents took us to Lake George every summer when we were kids.
Yeah.
Either for Labor Day weekend or 4th of July, usually for like anywhere from 3 to 5 days, whatever it was. And we'd go to all the shops and the attractions and this and that and the other thing. And I've never been outside of the summertime. I've always wanted to see what it looks like in the autumn or in the winter.
You can say the fall.
Whatever.
I don't care.
Yeah. But I've always wanted to see what there is to do, how different it is, just to be able to see that area in a different season.
Well, I know that the town does like this winter wonderland thing, but we're going to be there before that.
Like,
so I do wonder, like I was there before Memorial Day one time. I was there in like early May. I took a road trip and but like I don't know what they're doing for Halloween.
There's 2 haunted houses in the village. We got to hit those up while we're there.
There are what?
2 haunted houses.
Haunted houses?
There is
haunted houses, like people set up haunted houses, or like actual haunted houses? Like ghost tour haunted houses.
So one is the Frankenstein Wax Museum.
Ooh!
And it's all statues and pictures and all sorts of crazy
Love
shit.
that.
But, there are surprises around every corner.
Oh, no.
And then...
Wait.
What?
Does anything touch you?
No. Not at that one.
Good. No, I won't go to one if they're touching.
Nobody touches you.
I won't do it.
Nobody touches you.
I won't do it.
Now, when you get off the highway and you pass the mini golf course that's on your right, coming off the highway, there is a haunted house, quote unquote, attached to that. So you can either go play mini golf or you can go through the haunted house. And I won't spoil it. That one's a little more intense, suspenseful, if you will.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with haunted houses, but I don't... Here's the thing. For all of the spooky shit that I do enjoy, I loathe a jump scare. I fucking hate it.
So here's the thing.
Absolutely hate it.
Only two entities of this sort have ever really spooked me, okay? Mm-hmm. One is the haunted house I just told you about when I was a kid, because I remember there being this giant dragon or whatever it was coming out of the dark at the very end. Now that was 30 years ago. They could have very well changed it since then, but who knows? We'll find out when we get there. The other is lake compounds. Now I've been to lake compounds for Horror Fest or whatever it is 3 times. So I've gone through, and it's a lengthy trail, and there's actors and scenes and everything, and no, it's spooky. People jump out and this and that. Did we do it? No,
we did Scary Brook Farm.
We did Harry Brook. Yeah.
No.
What?
It was called Scary Brook.
Scary Brook, yes, at Harry Brook Park.
Yes.
Okay, that's tame compared to lake compounds.
Well, you won't get me to do that.
Okay.
But
there's a lot of jump scares. I'm
not even kidding you. In my old age, I genuinely can't handle it. Something about it is very unnerving to me. Now, in 2019, I was in Orlando at the beginning of October, and I got to go to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time. And that was fine, because it was for the most part like tableau kind of scares. Like, you walk through a haunted house essentially, and there's a theme, and it's usually like movies and stuff like that. Like there was Ghostbusters, House of a Thousand Corpses, and stuff like that. And things are happening, and they have the actors in there, and they spook you.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining.
Right.
Now, Scary Brook Park was
tame.
It really, pieces of it bugged me. Like, you walked through...
That's kind of the idea, though.
I know, but, my guts were tense. Okay? Like, I truly, like, I felt scared.
Until you got to the Stranger Things trailer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was neat.
Cute.
That was neat. But, like, I went to Scared by the Sound one year, at Rye Playland. And that was fucking terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying because we walked in and quite literally within the first 12 seconds we were inside there, the girl that I was with said my name. And as I told you when we went to Scary Brook Park, I said, if you say my name, I will end you. Because the actors then picked up on what my name was and they wouldn't stop saying it.
That's terrible.
And it was horrifying. And when you got out of that, you end up in this, like, hay maze. And I said, the one thing that's really gonna bother me is if there are chainsaws. Now, I'm not an idiot. I know that they don't have chains on them and everything,
They just
but
make the noise.
something about it is very unnerving to me. And I get it that that's the point, but, like, I don't know, I guess I've become a giant pussy. And that's fine.
At Lake Compounds, there's like 2 to 3 times as many jump scares as there was at Scary Brook.
No.
Yeah.
The
funny thing about that, though, is
I can't handle it.
those jump scares make me laugh. You know what really spooks me? When I'm delivering a package to somebody's door and I see the person living there, like, pop up out of nowhere.
Hi!
Yeah! That takes me by surprise.
Yeah. I just...
Tell them about the Blaze that we've gone to.
Oh,
we're going
the Blaze, yes.
The cider,
See, I
and the
love
donuts and the
all
pumpkins.
of that shit. I love historic Hudson Valley and Sleepy Hollow and everything. Like, last year we got all gussied up in our goth finest, and
cemetery.
we went on a lantern tour of the cemetery. And it was just so...
But tell them about the Blaze.
It was so neat. But the Blaze, for anyone who doesn't know, the Great Jack-O-Lantern Blaze is something that they do at Van Cortlandt Manor in the Hudson Valley, where they have artists carve thousands of jack-o'-lanterns, and they put up these giant light displays. And they have, new displays every year. I like the pigeons. The pigeons have been my favorite part. That and the Headless Horseman and the covered bridge.
The dragons.
They added the freak show last year. And they put
the towers, the famous buildings.
It's great. And this year,
like, these are scale size, well, not scale, but like...
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Like, the New York skyline and everything, the graveyard. They do the light show at Van Cortlandt, Manor and everything like that.
It's definitely worth going to check out.
I love it. And this year we're getting the VIP treatment because along the trail, we're going to go to the tavern. They've, redone this like 18th century tavern, and we're going to have pumpkin drinks and spiced cider and apple, God knows what, and everything. That's going to be great.
Let me tell you something. I wait all year for these 2 to 3 months. I wait all year for it, not even because of the festivities. I wait for it because of the fucking temperature.
Well, yeah.
I run hot all the time.
Same.
I'm always warm. I'm always sweating. You saw me the other night when I turned the AC on.
I got so mad at that.
Like, I'm naked and
I'm
have to turn the AC on.
It is 50 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Turn off the fucking air conditioner.
But it's not 50 degrees in here.
Then take off your clothes and go outside.
I said to myself this morning, like, I probably should have brought a hoodie.
I get to the point where when it is perfection outside, when it is between 50 and 60 degrees outside.
It's too warm.
No.
It's too warm for me.
No. When it is between 50 and 60 degrees outside, I want all remnants of summer gone. I want the air conditioners unplugged. It makes me mad because I'm just like, no, it is not summertime anymore.
You know, I used to think that my mother kept the AC on year round because, like, to keep her makeup from running. No, it's a genetic thing. We all run hot in our family.
Well,
maybe it was also to keep her makeup from running. But
October is a week from tomorrow, and
I love it.
We're not putting the air conditioner on.
Which is new because historically this has always been a rough time of year for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this on social media. I've said this in whatever. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before, but thanks to you and the time that we've spent together over the last 3 years, I now once again look forward to this time of year. So cheers.
Cheers.
You too.
She didn't like that. She's like, "Where's my beer?"
Any contact.
Oh, but this is just...
You want a beer? You want one too?
This is a great time of year, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for...
The specials.
The specials.
I still have my VHS tape from Halloween '98.
I don't still have the VHS tape. It might still be at my parents' house, but I could tell you the lineup.
Because in '98...
on that thing.
I was still out trick-or-treating, so I set the VCR up.
In all fairness, in '98, I was still out trick-or-treating also.
I was 10, you were 14.
We did some different kind of trick-or-treating when we got to high school.
Well, I was out looking for full bars, and you were out looking for a different kind of full bar.
Watch it.
What?
But I can tell you that our primary Halloween VHS mixtape was The Great Pumpkin, as it should be. The Garfield Halloween special. The Halloween That Almost Wasn't with Judd Hirsch, which is one of my absolute favorites.
Judd Hirsch.
Witch's Night Out with Gilda Radner from Canada. That was another really good one. And then the lineup gets a little fuzzy, but I know the rest of the things that was on it. It was, first of all, the Skeleton Dance from Disney.
Yep.
That was sensational. But a brief version of it. It wasn't the whole thing. I didn't see that until we got Disney Plus. But it had Raggedy Ann and Andy.
I'm right here.
It was the pumpkin who couldn't smile. And let me tell you, that was the one that we always made fun of and wanted to fast forward through. But watching it as an adult, it is aces. Sir, what are you doing?
Inspecting this receipt from one of our dates.
Make sure you got your money's worth.
I got my money's worth. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, Halloween is Grinch night. And it had...
Thurl Ravenscroft.
No, Thurl Ravenscroft was not in that.
No?
No.
Bummer.
It had the Lollipop Dragon, which was really weird. It wasn't really a Halloween special, but it got spooky. And it had spooky moments. It had a Castle of Blood.
I've told you the Peter Pan Halloween story, yes?
Where all of you were dressed up as characters from Peter Pan.
At the mall.
Yes.
On the wrong weekend.
Oh, on the wrong weekend?
Well, I mean, I was 5 at the time, so I didn't know what was going on. I just assumed that everybody was going to be in there in costume, or maybe everybody was, but we walked into the mall, essentially in our bathrobes, except for Dad.
Yeah.
And, I was Hook, John was Peter Pan, Mom was Wendy, and Dad was Mr. Smee.
I gotta tell you, I've dressed in costumes. I love dressing in costumes. I love the whole thing. And, I mean, I wasn't at work on Halloween last year because that's when I take my vacation. But only a few people really, because we went on Halloween to see people, and not a whole lot of people were wearing costumes, which was disappointing. But then we did sort of a Halloween for Christmas kind of thing, and only 3 of us dressed up. And that's just it. Is that everyone wants to do these special seasonal whatnots and everything, and I've sort of gotten over it for the sake of others, because I don't believe that anyone appreciates the festivities. I don't actually believe that. I think that people just see I think people see the novelty and they're just oh yeah, I'll be a part of that, and it's just I do it because it means something.
It changes as you get older for most people, though. It's not...
That's a shame.
It is, but there are factors that contribute to, the change in their opinion, the change in their way of seeing it.
I guess.
A lot of people perceive this time of year as really being more for children than anything else, and, they kind of let it fall by the wayside. But there's no reason you can't have it both ways.
It's just a shame to me. Like, people who, like, they get into it for their kids. Like, I feel like it's a con. Like, you want to be into it, but you feel like you have the right to be into it because you have a kid.
Like, I can't understand the people who dread taking their kids trick-or-treating. Now, here's the thing. When we were kids, remember I took you to Main Street in Newtown? What was it, last year? And I showed you. Okay, we never got to do that when we were kids, or at least I didn't.
That was fucking bonkers.
I got to go to other main streets and other towns with friends in, like, middle school, but, like, when we were young, like, our parents never took us there. And it was, safe. Like, there was tons of people, and everybody was on Main Street, did up their houses really nice and everything. And there was cops out, and it was okay. But we never got to go. We only got to go on our street.
Yeah.
And as we got older, our parents let us go on our own and whatnot. But, I always wanted to go to Main Street because that's where everybody was. That's where there was more candy and more...
That's where the full bars were.
Yeah. Decorations and people who were getting into it.
Yeah.
Just like here, they do trunk or treat on the green, It's something.
It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
I think that they do it for the wrong reasons. And I think that no one actually cares.
The politicians that are out there trying to earn votes, that's the wrong reason.
But, like, they set up these trunk or treats because they're just like, the world is scary. Don't let your kids go, whatever you do, don't dare knock on a stranger's door.
All the cars that used to participate used to go all out. They used to do so much more decorating. They used to get so much more into it. It was always crowded, but they used to do, like... dance exhibits and stuff. Like, people would learn how to do, like, Thriller, and they put it on the green and stuff like that. It was so much more before COVID.
We went to the high school marching band show this past Saturday, and there was everyone who was working there, essentially, was dressed at, like, Day of the Dead, Sugar Skull makeup and everything like that.
That was their theme.
And this little girl... helping to run the 50-50 raffle, had more enthusiasm for that fucking raffle than anyone did at Trunk or Treat last year. Literally, she's like, the winner is in the cards. Could it be you? Could it be you?
Yeah, she was good.
She had more enthusiasm for a fucking raffle ticket than anyone did at Trunk or Treat last year. And all it was people standing in a line that was moving as slow as fuck.
Now, if only the parents would have more enthusiasm about not letting their kids cut the lines this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's like, it was bad enough. And I say bad enough because I come from a time when things like this were basically stupid. Like, you took your kids trick-or-treating, and just so that they didn't get killed or kidnapped. That's it. That was the only reason why parents took their kids in the first place. And once they said, you know what, you are old enough to realize that you say no to strangers, you can go on your own. And some parents, certainly in my neighborhood, couldn't wait until their kids were old enough to go out on their own. They couldn't wait until they didn't have those obligations anymore. But then, at some point, and I don't know when it happened, Malloween became a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when it was like, okay, the stores at the mall, everyone, dressed up, and all of the stores had candy, and you would go to the stores, and you would collect candy from them. And it was like, okay, cool,
Well, there were a couple of years where they strictly only did that because they said it wasn't safe to go out.
See, and that pisses me off. It's like, why isn't it safe? Somebody explain it to me.
Either that or it was because of the snowstorms. Remember, there was those 2 Octobers in a row that we had, like, a blizzard?
We did Malloween.
But that's what I'm saying. In 2000,
listen, they reschedule parades.
In 2011 and 12, we had such bad snow in October that you couldn't go trick or treating.
Well, I went to a wedding in 2012. And even that, a Halloween wedding where costumes were required. Like, this is a wedding. The dress requirements were costumes. People barely got into it. I'm like, this is a fucking wedding. These people demanded that you wear costumes. How dare you?
I remember sitting in a Burger King drive-thru on Halloween 2011.
This is 2012 I was talking about.
I know, I'm just saying.
You were
in a Burger King drive-thru in a foot of snow.
Okay. All right. But, like,
I was working at the Halloween store at the time.
I fucking love... I don't know that there's anything about this time of year that I dislike.
That was fun, because I had a friend who had become...
working at the Halloween
the assistant manager that year.
Yeah.
And we basically just went from seasonal job to seasonal job for the rest of that year. But it was so fun. He got me in as another assistant manager. And so I'm like, I'm in charge. Like, I'm responsible for all these other people that are working at the store. So, like, I have to make sure that everything is, everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And, that, just... And when I realized how many liberties I could take with this job, I started getting silly. So, like, after all the animatronics got sold, we could actually sell the floor models. And then once the floor models were sold, we had these vacancies inside the cardboard cutout, houses and stuff. Yeah. So I took it upon myself to throw on a Freddy Krueger costume, hop in there, stick one of the buttons out in front, and then somebody would come up and step on it, and then I'd jump out of the house at them.
That's good. That's good.
And then some people would, scoff and be like, you're so stupid. Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm having fun. Like, people are enjoying it. Like,
There is a degree of shame that I think too many people hang on to in terms of...
That's their hang up. Let them fucking live with it.
Exactly. And let us have cake.
Do we have cake?
No, we have cookies. We will have cake.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah. We'll get his and hers cakes for our anniversary this year. And it'll be a race to the finish. Oh, man.
This is a good talk.
This was a good talk. It's got me so ready for Halloween.
Our wedding week, it was all about pizza. Our anniversary week, it's going to be all about cake.
Heck yeah. I am so ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready for a vacation.
It's almost here. It's a month away. Can you believe that? It's crazy.
We have to make every opportunity to savor it, to take it all in and enjoy it, to not let it fly by so fast.
Yeah.
Because before we know it, we'll be back at work and miserable again and be like, oh, the fucking holidays are coming up and everyone's being stupid and blah, 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 blah. It's just like, oh, get me out of here. Praying for COVID a third time.
No. No.
I know.
Yuck. No.
I don't want illness again, but,
No, certainly not.
Any opportunity to be home in this bed with you and the dog is...
We can get sick in December.
All right.
But we can't get sick between now and then.
Right.
Okay. Oh, boy. So, I've got an itch for the Great Pumpkin now.
All right.
I don't even know why we bother putting it on at this point, because we just recite the whole thing.
Listen, I'd love to do that for an episode, but you're all worried about, copyright
yeah, it's fair use. We can't do that.
Hey, listen, remember the kids put on the Charlie Brown Christmas last year? Like, we could put on the Great Pumpkin. You pick half the cast, I'll pick the other half, we'll do it.
No. I don't want half the cast. I don't want to cast people. You and I are the cast.
That's what I mean. You recite half the cast, I'll recite the other half.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's just going to be alternating lines.
We could do it. We could pull it off.
Oh, boy. Well, this was a good talk. It's definitely got me in the mood. It's got you in the mood. You have begun eating on the air anyway, so I'm going to...
And I'm ready for the air conditioner, too.
Nope. No air conditioner.
God damn it.
Nope. But we are going to call it. Thank you out there in podcast land for listening to that talking podcast. We have had a blast. Please find us on social media, DT Andy and JJ Star, with 2 R's on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, and Downtown Andy and It's JJ Star on OnlyFans. And we will be...
Tattoo.
Yeah, coming up November 15th, 16th, and 17th, the New York Blood and Ink Tattoo and Horror Convention in White Plains, New York. Oh, so much work to do. So much work to
She's
do.
been hard at work. You guys better come out and check
Seriously,
this out.
come check out this shit. But I'm super excited. It's gonna be good.
Go check out her stuff at Coat of Arms Tattoo in Bethel, because her stuff's on display there.
Now it's been purchased.
There's still
now
more.
it is forever.
There's still stuff there. Go take a look at it.
Yeah.
And get a tattoo by Eric and his daughter and Joe and everybody else that's there.
Yeah. And thank you, Andy, for our theme song, The Guide.
Thank you for all the fucking work that you've been doing the last couple of weeks.
Aww.
No, seriously, like, her hands are cramped.
My hands are a mess.
Her fucking body is stiff and sore.
My knuckles are just raw at this point.
Yeah, she's ready to go into cryogenic freezing for like a year.
But well worth it, because I've been turning out some stuff I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thank you again. And from the three of us here at That Talking Podcast. I'm JJ Starr.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
And we will talk to you later.